Never ask an adult male for advice. Hey, I am Chuck the Bureaucrat. One of my favorite all-time books is Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, because there's this transformational piece of advice that I got from it. And that is that the word advice has a magical effect on adult men. You see, when you say, "I want your advice," two things happen. First, the man you said it to feels honored. It is a big deal. And that leads to the second thing. He expects that you're going to follow the advice he gives you. And if you don't, he's gonna feel offended. Now, this pattern has left me in a tricky situation more than once, because on one hand, I want expert advice, but I don't want to get locked down and I don't want to be disrespectful, and I know I'm a mess. But there is a way out of this conundrum where you can get the input that you want, give them the respect that they deserve, and not create the expectation that you're going to follow their recommendation. The first thing you're going to do is you change what you're asking for. You ask for insights, but this is more than just using different words. Next, you tell them that you have to make a difficult decision and that you're talking to people with different perspectives and insights into the world. This lets them know that you're engaging them on something that's important to you, but you might take somebody else's recommendation. And then, once they've given you their thoughts, focus on one aspect of what they told you and say something like this: "Wow, nobody has brought that up before. I'm really glad I talked to you." Not only does this convey respect and the unique value of their input, but it also redefines their role in your decision-making process. You see, when you ask one person for their advice, it's an either-or situation. You either take their advice or you don't. But this way, no matter what you decide, it has been shaped by their input. That means that even if you make a decision that's stupid, even if you make a decision that turns out to be a terrible one, even if they come back to you later and say, "I told you so," you can honestly say to them, "I'm glad you told me what you did, because if it hadn't been for you, I'd have made an even worse decision." There are just tons of ways that you can flip an interaction around from counterproductive to a success story. And all you really have to do is change a couple of the words you use and reframe the discussion. If you want an example of how you can interrupt people and make them appreciate you for doing it, watch this video.